ridiculous. And them paying me off is getting pushed back weeks at a time. Every time I go to the doctor, it's getting pushed back further and further. And I'm relying on that payment to catch me up with all these bills that I'm super far behind on. I got 10 fucking credit cards that are maxed out. My school loans came back.
Oh shit, that's right. In the great words of Nipsey Hussle, FDT.
So, I mean, just bills are mounting up higher and higher. And by the time I do get this fucking little money, it's all gonna go on that. And then I still gotta find a fucking job. Fucking crazy. One step forward, two steps back. You gotta go to the bathroom?
Not right now, but I will.
Yeah, I hope they have one too, because well, the high schools usually have them. It's the parks that be killing us.
Well, that kind of comes as no shocker. But yeah, we'll be.
Well, I don't know. That last facility, that last park we went to, it wasn't really a facility. It's a sports complex. Like
Yeah,
the one
they
around
usually.
corner from your house.
Yeah, sports complexes usually have that.
Yeah, they
So
have
while
that
I don't think the sports complex around the corner has a an open facility though. That's actually one of the smaller ones. But if you went to like the one that's in Oak Grove, they actually have.
There's a sports complex in Elk Grove.
Yeah. It's where the Kings used to play. It's I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Whitlock Boulevard. Yeah, that one. It's right by a high school. I can't remember the name of the high school, but it's right next to a high school. It's on Whitlock, just past Elk Grove, and it's actually a really good facility. Hell, if I thought about doing a semi-pro team, I would probably play out of there. Probably expensive as hell though. But also, I'd probably be one of those guys who'd be an a-hole and be like, don't even think about playing for me if you're not gonna pay up like right here, right now.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah.
That's why I don't own a team, because I'm not fixing to pay for these niggas.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. Just thinking about the logistics of running a semi-pro football team is not something I'm ready for. I just prefer to keep bench warming.
It's easy if the fucking people pay the fucking weight of the team fees, or if you had sponsors where they didn't have to. It's all about the money. Everything else is easy.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why I speak of the logistical side, because clearly, the rest of it, the running the team part after that is relatively easy.
All you do is you put your money in a high interest savings account, or in Robinhood and some kind of stocks, and that's only for the referees. So you can make money off the referees thing, because you got to pay the referees once a week instead of all together. And the rest of the money, you pay the fucking field for the whole year.
Okay.
You pay the season, the field for the whole season. Pay for sponsor or pay for it yourself if you rich like that or whatever. But waiting on motherfuckers and team fees, that's a bad business model. Because you're gonna get burnt every year.
I would imagine. Yeah, so like for me, like I would actually start with trying to find sponsors, because I mean obviously that's not something you're gonna achieve in the first season, but you know, like I would, and then of course I'm not gonna lie, I would definitely be one of those guys who chooses his players wisely regardless of talent, because it's like I don't see myself trying to have a bunch of hood rats on my team. Talent means nothing if you got a team full of guys who can't really keep themselves together.
Oh, I would be cutting the first week. I'd be like Courtney. See, Courtney got it going on. You get 100, 150 people to show up for OTAs, then he cut them right off the bat. Nope, you trash. Nope, you poison. Nope, you trash. You just cut them right off the top. You're not playing around with these motherfuckers. See, that's the problem that these low-end teams like ours, like Josh, owners, just take anything. They just take anything. They go for anything, they take anything. Okay, Josh talking tough talk. When it comes to action, he ain't tough. I was telling them motherfuckers that needed to be cut all fucking year when we first started. No, we need all the players we can get. Yeah, but look now. Them same motherfuckers I told you should have cut done quit. They ain't came back.
I mean, that's a blessing in and of itself if you think about it.
Yeah, but they wasted reps and they wasted time, and a lot of them starters and all this other type of shit. And it's like, why? I told you to get rid of him. I told you. Chris cost us 3 fucking games, and then he quit. He's the reason we lost. Because he was throwing interceptions and bullshit. Okay? And I told him, I don't want this motherfucker on my team. No, we need a quarterback. He's better than Trevor, and blah, 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 blah. Man. And then his fucking recruiting is trash. I even told him, hey, this year the league had a free agency pool. I even told him, go to the free agency pool, pull some guys up out of there.
Wait, what's a free agency pool?
There's a bunch of guys that are on the list of free agencies where they signed up for the players website. I forgot what that shit was called, where we all had to register. But they not on the team.
I wish I would have known that.
And there's a list of them. And I told him, go there. And John fucking, was on there. And I know he's a good safety. It's like, bruh, go to the free agency pool and see what's going on. Then, because he's such an asshole, I guess, I don't know why, Caesar started a fucking team right in our fucking area and took all the players we could have had on our team.
What the hell is Caesar?
Some asshole that used to play for the Armageddon started the fucking Grape City Bruins.
Huh.
And took half our players. Those players used to be the Jets.
Why did they just stay the Jets?
Okay.
Would have made more sense.
The Jets fucking folded. These players were looking for teams. They were supposed to come to the Armageddon. Some of those players are ex-Armageddon.
Really?
Yeah. They're supposed to come back to us. This nigga started the fucking Bruins. That's why these two teams are still low-level teams, because they don't know how to work together. You put the two teams together, you have a powerhouse. Instead of watering down the Modesto area, put the two teams together and be a powerhouse. They got 5-6 more linemen over there.
I mean, that would make sense.
Okay? Shit don't make no fucking sense. Him and Caesar talking shit back and forth instead of saying, hey guys, let's get together and make us a powerhouse team. Then we can have 150 people like Courtney come to fucking OTAs, and we can cut out the fucking fat.
mean, while I get where you're going with that, there was a similar thing that happened last year with the Stampede and the Lions, as you probably already heard, and that, I mean, it was good in practice, but it still went south pretty quick because well, politics took over and it got ugly real quick. A lot of people quit. It went from being a dual ownership to being one guy. Then there was a whole lot of ugly shit that went down. I don't know all the details of it, and that's because I wasn't paying attention to it. But
The Tigers are a fucking conglomeration of them two teams.
what do you mean?
The Tigers, they're a fucking team that's put together by them two teams.
The Tigers used to be the Kings.
Yeah.
A lot of those players are still Tiger players.
And they took some of the Stampede players.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of the original Fury and Outlaws players, they went back to their teams.
So it's just like, come on, man. This is what is only a certain amount of players in the Modesto area. Okay, in the Stockton Modesto area, there's only a certain amount of players, and you're splitting them in two teams. That's stupid.
The real thing is just trying to see who's out in the community and wants to and can play football, and trying to get the people who are playing football to try to find people too. But I don't think that sort of thing is happening either.
There's only a finite number of people who want to play football. There are a lot of people in that area that are football types, but they don't
Right.
want to play. Okay? All the players that want to play in that area play for these two teams.
I mean, not to mention another thing that really kills me is that there's no teams in Fresno.
Yeah, those guys left.
Yeah, because I mean they didn't disappear, and
They
then
decided to go to Bakersfield. That's why they all went out there.
ain't no team in Bakersfield though.
Yeah, there is. There isn't anymore, but they are a team. It's the we played them. It's the oh Jesus, what team is it? The Hawks turned into
Yeah, because I know there's the Hawks, and then I know
they turned
Fresno
into
had the Wolfpack.
yeah, the Wolfpack is coming back. The Hawks turned into one of these teams we played this year. I can't remember which one.
And then I still don't know what happened to the Spartans, because they were there 2 years ago and they just disappeared into the abyss.
Yeah, most of them just decided to either quit football or go up to San Jose.
I guess they got tired of traveling. Because I can tell you right now, I've been to Salinas. Well, you know that already. But I've been to Salinas, and that drive is a bitch and a half, and I didn't like it at all. Not even a little bit.
Shit, I lived over in that area. It was an easy drive for me. We had a game against them because I was driving down to Richmond. I was coaching the War Angels when we came up to play the Spartans.
You were already in
Monterey.
You already in Monterey at that time? Damn, I'm Monterey and still coaching in the Bay Area?
I told you it was hard.
No wonder you called it after a while.
The first season I was still in Richmond. The second season I was up in Monterey. I coached in 13 and 14. No,
Okay.
14 and 15. And in 15 I was in Monterey.
Oh snap, we got Rob Johnson up in here. Oh, and Auntie Roz. Shit, Auntie Roz and Rob. So we're playing who the hell are we playing today? Shit, some fuck shit team. I don't even know who the hell we're playing today.
We were playing the Reno Raiders.
The Reno Raiders? And they didn't make us travel?
No.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's amazing. We have like of the 8 games, so we have 9 games this year, which I thought was a travesty in and of itself, because we had like 18 teams in the league, but they gave us only 9 games this season,
Everybody else had 10.
and we only get to play 8 games because we had a forfeit, which they gave us a dub for, which I'm grateful for. I'm not going to complain about that. But of all the home games, of the 8 games, of the 8 games we're going to be playing this season, we only had 3 at home. 3. All of them we had to travel. We had
Very
to,
far, over 200 miles.
except for the Fury, which since I live in Sacramento is not a big deal, but like we had to go. You had to go to Las Vegas for an away game. You had Los Angeles twice, San Diego once. Las Vegas, San Diego twice. No, San Diego once, Los Angeles once, and then yeah, Sacramento. Yeah, so that 5 away games right there. Y'all are the defending champ. No, we are not the defending champions. We are the defending last place, and we're narrowly avoiding that by having we narrowly avoiding that by having a forfeit win this season, because the only team that's winless is the Knights and the team that voted. So there's 2 teams that are winless, and we had to travel so much because of politics. So I didn't even play all the games. I suited up for 2 games this year and played in 1.
And we played 4 of the top 5 teams and number 7 in our first 5 weeks.
Yeah, and we played every top team in the state, including 2 of the best teams in the nation.
Up front.
Yeah, right off the rip. Yeah. So me and Mike, we did win a lower tier championship last year, but that was with the Stampede. We're playing with the Heat this year, which, Rob, if you know, that's the old Armageddon. So we're playing with the Heat this year, and the Heat is not the old Armageddon that we played with or for, because the talent is there, the coaching is there. It's just that the talent don't want to pay attention. You know, we did a little scrimmage in practice the other day. Man, we was calling out some of the audibles we were supposed to know. Motherfuckers didn't know what they were doing. You know, but the way I see it, you know, if we can, you know, pull our heads out of our games, we can at least have something to build on for next year.
We got to have linemen. We have no linemen.
Gee, Coach, thanks for your confidence.
And on top of that, we traveled very poorly. We did not travel well.
Yeah, we did not travel well, and I can say that I hold some responsibility to that, because I did not travel at all this year. I did no traveling, and the only reason and I did miss a home game, and the only reason I missed that home game is because, well, dad duties first. You know, the only way you'll step on the field again is the coach. I can respect that. Me, I probably won't call it quits for a while. My whole thing is I do want to take a year off. I was actually supposed to take this season off, and I guess you could say I can, I guess you could say I did, because, like I said, I've only suited up for 2 games this season and played in 1. So it's like, I think I guess you could say I did I did what I said I was gonna do, because I mean, I didn't play much this season, but next season I will definitely be 100% ready. But I still probably won't do any long distance traveling unless I'm riding with somebody. Outside of that, man, like I do not want to. I would dare say I hate traveling. And here my ass is going to Uganda in the freaking fall. Yeah, and see, and me, I actually wanna be a position coach when I am done with football, or whenever I can get an opportunity to. I want to be a position coach. I want to coach high school. That's where it's going to be at for me. I want to coach high school, but even then, I'll still want to play semi-pro, because for me, it's just, you know, because the way I see it, I can see myself actually getting to be able to coach at a higher level one day, but you know, nobody's gonna take you seriously if you don't have the experience. So me, I'd be that guy. Like, if I'm gonna start coaching, I'm actually gonna be coaching. I'm gonna coach with the intent of going to the highest level, you know. So but that also means I have to actually learn everything there is to learn about coaching. Like,
You gotta go back to school.
gotta go back to school. Yeah, and you gotta take all the necessary classes. Which, in this case, it would actually be a lot easier for me because that would be something I would be motivated to do.
See, what it does is if you go back to school, you take the right courses, and it puts you on the college football field as an assistant, as a student assistant.
That would actually be pretty cool. I might actually just looking at that with Sac City, if the head coach isn't the same guy that was there when I tried to play for him. Because I know for a fact if it's the same guy that's there when I tried to play for him, then I might have to go to like American River or try to beg to do Sac State. But that at this point it's just speculation. I just want to at least try to get somewhere first, somewhere, anywhere, just to get an understanding of what I want to do, because obviously I want to start as a position coach, get some experience, and then work my way from there. Because like anybody who knows me knows I can play any position except for like D tackle or linebacker or guard or center, but like any other position I either can play or have played. So that would be my overall intent when it comes to trying to get started on coaching. Because I mean, I don't want to just go right off the rip and say, hey, I want to be a head coach, I know something. No, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know shit. I ain't never coached before. But I'll never do it in Cali ever. What's your beef with Cali, Rob? Damn, Rob, you always shitting on California. I coached the season of JV at Castlemont in 2015 as a linebackers coach. That would be a good reason.
Rob, Castlemont stinks.
I mean, at one point in time they didn't.
No, I mean as far as players' attitudes. You coaching in East Oakland.
That is in East Oakland, isn't it?
I went to Castlemont. I know. It's a shitty ass fucking school with kids with bad attitudes.
Yeah, but that was in the 80s.
Yeah. Name changed. It's the same fucking neighborhood of people.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of. So yeah, the way I see it, I mean, because I mean, obviously I went to JFK Richmond, and despite the shitty standards of the school, the funny thing is that a lot of the guys that I went to high school with, they were very disciplined. We listened, we were in the film room, we was studying and all the other. Problem is just we weren't that good, and that's, I mean, well, that's entirely on us, because I mean, even a coach can coach so much. Everything has to be in the right place in order for a team to be successful. And I will say this one thing, at Kennedy, we did not do weightlifting during the season. Like when I went to Deanza, Coach Pye had us on the grind, even on days we wasn't in pads. Throughout the year, we would still spend an hour in the gym.
Trying to build you up for college. The other coach was only thinking about right now. I was trying to bulk y'all up for college.
Yeah, the varsity staff was full of themselves though. And hello,
that's
Wolfie.
What it is. He got it.
Yeah, and at this point it is what it is, water under the bridge. But like me, like I wanna, like when I get into coaching, I wanna actually, I want these kids to know that they matter. And that there is a future. Not for all of them, obviously, but if you're trying to make this happen, you got to put in the work. You know, I want them to be motivated to actually want to be out there and want to try to win, because, you know, when you play for a losing program, so say like Richmond High, when I was in high school, Richmond High was like the laughingstock of Contra Costa County. Well, let's just be honest, the whole Bay Area, but Contra Costa County especially, because they wasn't beating anybody, you know. And some dick in the stick ass guy comes in, and Richmond actually became a contender again. They weren't in the playoffs, but they was winning games. You know, like they started winning games. I think one year they actually was 5-5. Another year they had a winning record. You know, and it was just all about, hey, you know, instead of just saying, hey guys, if you put on a jersey, you know, you'll look cool. It was, hey, you know what? I want you guys to win. I want you guys to go out there, not just have fun, you know, look cool for the girls, but go out there and put belt to ass, win games, get some good stats, get some colleges looking at you.
I mean, that's good for coach's attitude, but sometimes you gotta have the kids that want that as well. Sometimes the kids ain't out there to do all that; they just want to play.
And I believe that's, you know, where good coaching comes in. You know, like I said, it's all about motivating them to get there. I mean, because because God forbid, you know, the coach motivates the right guy and he leads and he voices to the other teams to get their heads out of their asses, and they start winning. I mean, I was always raised to believe that leadership is a trickle down thing, is a trickle down effect. You know, good coaches, you know, they will trickle down that leadership down to the captains, to the lowest players on the team, to make them believe that this shit is possible.
I did that on this team for 19 guys. Everybody else,
they just putting on a uniform.
That's what I mean.
There's just not enough people. There's not enough people to follow the leader.
Well, what it is not everybody is a winner.
That is.
It just depends on how much percentage of kids you get that are winners.
That matters. That definitely matters.
If you get 60% of your team as winners, you're going to be a winning team. If you get 30%, you're not. Guys that don't want to come to practice, guys that don't want to do film study, don't want to lift weights, don't want to run. Now, at high school, it's a little easier because you see them every day.
And they got to do that stuff every day.
Okay, but you know, it's still their attitude. How much of it are they actually doing? Are they fucking pissing off when they got to run? Are they doing the least amount of weightlifting that they can do and get away with it? You know what I'm saying? It's an attitude. It's a winning attitude. I want all this. I want all the smoke versus I want to do as least I can just to get a uniform and play.
Yep, and I agree that does matter. That is that's everything.
Blue in the face. Not everybody is listening.
Right, that's facts. What's going on, Tito? What's going on? Cleveland Browns? Tito, what is your cousin talking about?
Who?
Taurus. He said he just came on the chat. He was like Cleveland Browns. Oh snap! Yeah, so, whew, we about to go. But I ain't gonna lie though. We gonna kick the shit out of these guys today. Cause, as far as I'm concerned, they basically just like us.
They are.
If not worse
than them in the preseason. We've been beating their ass.
Yeah.
We just blew ourselves up. We've grown up since then.
And then on top of that, they might be traveling just as light as we've been traveling. So I'm gonna need the rock.
Yeah, we have grown up. 19, 20 20 guys, they show up to every game. Even B. Lee and Izzy, they ain't fighting, they ain't doing all that stupid bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie though, Izzy is a dog though. I like that dude.
You should have seen our last game. We was fucking ridiculous. Out there with 19 people putting foot to ass. Them people was totally surprised. They had no idea what was coming. We just ran out of gas. 10 more people at that game, we beat the hell out of them.
I'm guessing that all the coaches, well, maybe not you, but all the coaches suited up too.
Yep. They had to. We had linemen. We had receivers playing linemen.
Damn.
Yeah. It was light as fuck. And they were playing 3 ways.
Yeah, that would leave even the top guy gassed.
And 2 top receivers didn't come. None of the quarterbacks came, so Frankie's been the starting quarterback for the last 3 games. Just Lester didn't come. So we just putting shit together, Frankenstein, and we still only lost by 6 points.
That's pretty evil.
Yeah.
Imagine if there was a full roster,
And we
or even
traveled-
a half roster.
And we traveled all the way to Las Vegas. That's why we was late, because we traveled all the way to Las Vegas. A lot of people drove.
Yeah, I remember the last time I drove to Las Vegas. Never again. That shit was grueling. And the messed up thing is Mike and Zay didn't bother to take over for me or nothing. They was just sitting back there all relaxed and happy. Had my ass just driving the whole damn way and back. Motherfuckers.
I drove to San Diego, and me and Willie split it. But I drove almost all the way back because he was really tired.
I mean, you get beat up enough with pads, you know, of course you're gonna be a little exhausted. Shit, my legs gave out on me at practice because it's like, damn, all this running, and all of a sudden I get out there to get to practice and I'm not tired, but I need to work on my squats.
That was a hard drive for me too, because we had to stop like 10 times because my sugar was high and I had to keep pissing.
Yeesh. You've been cutting back on the sugars, right?
Well, I didn't have medicine either. I was out of medication, so my sugar was explosively high.
What about those packages that keep coming to the house? Aren't those supposed to help?
No, those are suction cups for the TAMS unit. I gotta call them and stop them from sending them because I don't even use that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I started getting my medicine back about 3 weeks ago. And I've been on it. It's been pretty decent. So I'm not pissing like that anymore. And the sugar's not as high as it was back then. But yeah, we stopped like 15 times on the way up and 10 times on the way back. And that's 600 and something, 650 mile drive.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed too. Well, hopefully there won't be too much traveling.
Well, we're fucked right now. If the stats stay like they are, we're gonna end up going back to Las Vegas for the playoffs. That's May 31st. I don't have the fucking money for that. I gotta figure out how to get my ass to Las Vegas.
That's gonna be a goddamn nightmare.
games like that, you never know who's going to show up. I was surprised that 19 people showed up. You know, just and a few more people are saying they're going this time because they saw all the party pics. Hopefully, we can get 25 or 30 people. If we get 25 or 30 people, we're gonna beat their ass because we almost had them. We almost had them. They didn't know what the fuck to do with us.
I'll tell you this much: if I go to Vegas, I'm not partying.
Yeah, we scored first. We went down the field on them like it was nothing.
And thus the early fatigue.
It was only 3 plays. I shot a fucking 29-yard bomb down there on the first play. I just told the quarterback send all 4 verticals.
You can only run that so many times, right?
I'm gonna do it next week. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it today. First play of the game, 4 verticals. Just send everybody downfield.
Sounds good to me.
We got speed. I'm gonna make these assholes chase us. Fuck this. We've been playing too conservative. That's what I learned about the first couple of games we played. We've been too conservative. I'm gonna make these assholes chase us.
Well, in the great words of a guy who, you know, always about winning football games. Greedy, greedy, greedy.
Yep. We're gonna be greedy. You greedy thing. Y'all get y'all fat asses out there and run with us. They got big fat ass corners and linebackers. Y'all get y'all fat ass out there and chase us.
I still can't believe that the Fury is undefeated with a freaking 300-pound quarterback.
Because people, they don't understand that it don't matter if he's 300 pounds if you ain't giving him no pressure. They got hogs up front. I wish I had that line. If I had that line, I'd be undefeated too. I had B. Lee blocking 6'6", 340 pounder. B. Lee is all of 5'6".
I mean, does the height make a difference though?
Yes. I mean, he's got the better leverage, but he's small. He don't weigh but 210 pounds, if that. He's a stocky little fella, and he's pretty strong, but we're talking about a 6'6", 300 plus pounder.
The goddamn toughish. Who tries to block a toughish?
Brandon, he tried. The dude literally dropped him on his back. Then when the play was over, grabbed him by his shoulder pads and dragged him. He was hot.
No wonder he was causing so many penalties.
Got a big ass burn on his the back of his arm from being dragged across the turf.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed about that if I may say so.
Shit, I was hot. I was yelling at the referees and all kind of shit. Was about to go off on dude. Dude's like running, laughing. I'm like, you bastard. I told B. Lee, if you get a chance, put your helmet right in his nuts.
Oh, come on. That's targeting.
I don't give a fuck. lives
Yeah,
the whole time?
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. Nobody important watches the channel anyway. We get the occasional 5 or 6 people early on, and then unless I'm like building something or putting something together, or fixing something, it almost never comes to fruition. Speaking of, Taurus says, how is everything? Well, holding on like a hubcap in the fast lane. And my dad hasn't strangled me to death yet, so I must be doing something right.
Hanging in there, cuz.
Or maybe he just doesn't want to take care of my kids for me. I mean, one's a out of control teenager, the other one is a pain in the ass straight A student, and the smallest one is an autistic baby. Lord knows he don't need those problems.
Oh, had enough of that.
Yeah, so right now, like I said earlier in the beginning, we just heading out to Patterson, to go and kick some Raider ass. They're the Raiders, right? Yeah, because I hate the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders.
I hate the Raiders too. I hate Ricky. Ricky's a bitch. I hate his ass.
I was talking about the Las Vegas Raiders, but that works too. I'm sure there's a Ricky on the Las Vegas Raiders running around somewhere. And you know what? F that guy. Stay up until you come up. Stay down until you come up. Nah, man, I'm higher than my ego right now. I know that doesn't make sense. Work with me. Okay, hold on. I gotta pause the stream real quick. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, me. I gotta get out there and let it be known how Bay Area get down. Know what I'm saying? Otherwise, motherfuckers are just gonna think shit is sweet over here, and and then I really gotta do something. Shit, the pain from my contusions has finally subsided. You know that, man. And I was actually kind of grateful that one of the neighbors. I'm actually glad one of the neighbors' dogs ran away too. And the neighbor's dog found his way over to my house, took care of her for a night, and then another neighbor from down the street came through, let me know because apparently he was the one that recorded the whole thing, and he was like, I had to get at the dad because he was like, no, dude, you over here raising women beaters and shit like that. You and your son, y'all can't be coming around here no more, because if y'all do, the rest of the neighborhood know about you. So it's like, and then on top of that, Princess already just told me the other day that he has an active warrant out, vehicular assault. Apparently, baby girl finally started pressing charges. Now we just got to get that other one to act like a woman and not like a, the nightmares of having an adult for a daughter. Whatever, I do whatever.
Okay, get your ass up. Do what you want.
Oh my goodness. Well, technically, you can't kick her out just yet. She's still in high school. She graduates next month.
I got something for your grown ass. Let me show you what grown really is. It's called paying bills and buying your own food.
Yeah, and my teenager is still a junior, so I still got a whole nother year that I'm stuck with her. You hear that, Princess? You're stuck with me, just like I'm stuck with you. We just gonna be stuck together. Okay, he said them Raiders not playing. Them Raiders is garbage. All the Raiders are garbage. They're trash. They ass and trash. They doo-doo butter. They R. Kelly's doo-doo butter.
Dumpster juice.
Oh, dude, gross. You're despicable, you know that?
Yeah. And is Tom Brady associated with the Raiders?
Yes, he's a minority owner.
That bitch.
I will not hold that against Tom Brady because you know he is the greatest of all time and he is a mentor to Shedeur Sanders. So
Fuck Tom Brady.
So, you know, I am kind of mad about the whole minority Raider owner thing, but you know, that's one thing I can let go.
The first year Tom Brady was in the league, going to the Super Bowl, I was his biggest fan because he went to Sarah High School. He was a California boy, so I was his biggest fan. Then I found out that bitch is a Republican.
That's something I can live with. I don't do politics.
I don't do. No, this motherfucker was at George Bush's inauguration. Fuck Tom Brady.
You sure? That was in 2001. Oh, well, roger that. Well,
Yeah, fuck Tom Brady. These Republican ass. How you Californian and you a fucking conservative Republican?
How many Californians are conservative Republicans?
Yeah, but not fucking football players. You little bastard. You've been around niggas your whole life.
He said niggas your whole life. And the funny thing is you're not wrong, actually.
Oh, I was hot. I had rooted for him for the Super Bowl and everything. This motherfucker turned up to be a fucking conservative Republican.
Look, I was just happy that he kicked the Raiders out of the playoffs that year. That was a win for me because, you know, screw the Raiders. And my annoying little munchkin has not responded. He said, wait, nah, the Raiders is ass and trash. And I hope and I hope Henry Ruggs gets out of prison next year, comes to the Broncos and just starts flaming their asses like a gay man on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I mean, not in the prison rape kind of sense. I mean, like, you know, as far as playing football. And I'm so why am I explaining myself? I'm not supposed to be nice. Screw the Raiders. Over here got me trying to make me feel bad about dissing the Raiders.
No, not the dissing the Raiders, but what you see.
It was supposed to be disgusting. I'm a sailor. What's your excuse? She's, look, I'm a sailor. What's your excuse? I knew I should have had a drink. Oh well. Just means Josh can't kick me out of the park or school. But yeah, seriously. Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers, they need to come to the dark side. Join the Broncos next season, you know, in a series of good trades, so that when Evan Ingram retires at the end of this season after we win a Super Bowl, you know, they can be like, you know, they can actually cook up with a real book. They can cook with a real book. Yeah. No, you don't get that?
No, no.
The Page Master? The Page Master. Macaulay Culkin, Whoopi Goldberg,
Yeah,
1995?
never was.
Come on! Why am I the only one that... This isn't fair. This isn't fair. I mean, it's just not fair. I'm just saying, like The Page Master was like one of my favorite movies. Now I know how DiNozzo felt when everybody else didn't get his movie references. Or Kirito and Heathcliff. The parody versions, not the actual anime versions. I swear, dealing with the human race is a nightmare sometimes. He said, you a pirate Raider Nation. Raider Nation is garbage. Yeah, garbage. You know, and it just dawned on me. He said Von Miller coming to the Browns. Well, that would be mildly heartbreaking, because I would like for him to go back to the Broncos.
Fuck the Browns.
But what? Why?
Because they are fucking, career killers.
I mean, so are the Raiders, but you know, here we are.
Yeah, but they've been career killers for the last fucking 40 years.
You mean even those years they won a Super Bowl? Well,
Yeah.
that year they won a Super Bowl?
They didn't win no Super Bowl.
You said 40 years, so that means
Yeah.
we're dating back to the 80s.
They didn't win no Super Bowl.
So they didn't beat Washington in 1983. That was the year they won a Super Bowl.
They didn't win no Super Bowl. The Browns ain't never won a Super Bowl.
I was talking about the Raiders.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Browns.
Okay, well, when you talk about the Browns, that's understandable, even though they did go to those AFC Championship games,
They
mostly
kill
losing to the
people's
Broncos.
careers. They kill people's careers because they get high draft picks for being in last place, and then they ruin their fucking draft picks careers.
I mean, you can literally name names of those poor guys. Ebenezer Ekubon, Courtney Brown, Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield,
Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny Testaverde.
All these motherfuckers. They just, it's a career killing camp. That's where you
Antonio
go to
Bryant.
die.
I was going to say that about the Jets. I mean, you think about the last few quarterbacks that they've had there. I mean, you had Michael Vick, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith.
No, that's the Jets are the retirement home.
The retirement home. Are we really doing this right now?
Yeah.
Because all of those quarterbacks played somewhere else after they had their tenure ended there in New York.
Yeah, but they were supposed to retire in that place and take their medicine.
Look, Geno Smith is doing pretty good. Aaron
Geno
Rodgers.
Smith sucks.
Oh my goodness, you are a tough crowd, aren't you?
Yes.
This man is a tough crowd. He is not. You're not telling him after that.
Okay, where are we going? Don't we supposed to get on 33 or some shit like that?
No, we get off at exit 449 Alpha.
Okay, that's B. That's what I said. This
Okay.
is B. So that must be A. His ass for all this time.
Hey, look, I don't want to wait till halftime to play, even though I probably won't play at all. Look, I'm just trying to look, okay?
We're an hour earlier than the 2 hours earlier.
He said 2:30, right?
He said 3 o'clock. Okay, we can get on the field at 3 o'clock. Now he's just going to be sitting around.
Well, he said to be there at 2:30. And again, that's only 18 minutes away. And then we got, he said, Sanders and Von Miller and Flacco is going to lead the way. You can't lead away with 2 quarterbacks. Come on, dude. And then we got Curtis up in the stream. What's happening?
Shedeur Sanders should not have been picked by the fucking Browns. That shit's ridiculous.
Oh, come on, Dad. Lighten up.
That poor kid's going to have his career, and they fucked him to keep the money. Because they knew they wasn't going to start him. So he should have got the second pick.
Which Cleveland traded for some sick reason to the Jaguars so that they could get Travis Hunter, which was a good pick. Okay, so in 1.6 miles, we're going to turn right on South Welty Road.
South who?
Welty. Whiskey, Echo, Lima, Tango, Yankee.
Okay.
So yeah, we got that going on for us. So
I forgot to get my gum. Fuck.
just get gum at the store.
No, my wife bought me some sugar-free gum.
Sugar-free is important.
And I was supposed to put it in my pocket.
Don't worry, she'll yell at you later. Besides, all it's gonna do is just make you act like what's that guy's name in Pittsburgh? Mike Tomlin. You know, when he first came into the NFL, even though he still has the same look he still has today, you know, there was always a glimmer of hope that he would smile sometimes. Nowadays, he just looks like he hates the entire world.
Because you look like Rojan.
Are you trying to say something? What you trying to say?
And Lovey Smith used to look like Aaron.
I ain't gonna lie though, Aaron definitely looked like a Lovey Smith. Like Jesus Christ. And it was so bad. It was so bad.
Okay, where is Welty Road?
Not
Right
here.
here?
Oh yeah, right here. How did I not see that?
Don't know.
It's a skinny ass road. Looks like in the middle of nowhere. How the hell is
in the middle of nowhere?
How the hell is these farmers going to a school that's in the middle of nowhere, and it probably ain't no goddamn malls? Sanders to the playoffs this season. You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I would not be mad if the Browns went to the playoffs this season.
With who?
Sure do, or who else?
No, he not starting.
That's provided I'm saying if he does start. I wouldn't be upset. I would not be upset at all if the Browns beat the get to the playoffs this season.
They're gonna fuck them. They're gonna fuck Shedeur Sanders. Poor kid.
Okay, and then we're gonna head down this road here.
I feel sad for him. 'Cause he worked hard in college. He paid the dues. He did what he had to do.
All right, you're clear.
With no offensive line, and they just fuck him.
I mean, I have never seen somebody get sacked so many times in a season in college.
This man got picked on a team that already got 3 quarterbacks.
Well, technically 2. I mean, Bill Cosby Jr. and Joe Flacco. I mean, how much do they really have left? And then the other quarterback is a guy that they picked 2 rounds earlier.
Well, you forgot about what's his fucking face unless they traded him. I ain't stand his ass either.
I don't know who the other quarterback is, but right now,
you know who it was, the boy that
are you talking about Thompson Robinson?
no, the older quarterback. He started at I can't remember where he started at either. The ones got off the field trouble.
Yeah, that's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
I called him Bill Cosby Jr.
Okay, yeah.
I said Bill Cosby Jr.
That's gonna be the starter.
Probably, but if he keeps getting beat up and beat down, I mean, while I do agree,
they're gonna say, "Oh, he's not ready. He doesn't have enough poise. He doesn't this and he doesn't that." Watch, they're gonna fuck him.
yeah, hopefully they just don't do him like they did Trey Lance. That guy never had a shot. I mean, he throws a touchdown pass, then gets injured, and then they ship him off to the Cowboys of all people. He never had a chance.
The other place you go to die.
Well, ain't no quarterbacks going there anytime soon.
No. Ain't nothing going there. Jerry Jones, motherfucking stupid ass. He dumber than a bag of hammers.
Well, it might best be the dementia talking. Who knows? Not that he was ever that bright to begin with.
The motherfucker thinks he Al Davis, and Al Davis wasn't Al Davis.
Al Davis.
What the fuck he was doing either.
Yeah, I would also tend to agree to that. Does he? Yes, he still coaches. Yes, he still coaches. I'll probably be live during the game too. So you know, you might not see much of him, but you know you'll see him on the get glimpses of him on the field talking all this shit while people are scoring touchdowns.
Yep, I'm coaching today because
You heard it right there from the horse's mouth. All right, we're gonna be like this for the next 9 miles.
got me out here in the middle of fucking nowhere. Get a goddamn decent field.
I mean, there's a bunch of them in Stockton and what's that goddamn city?
Well, you don't have a rapport with any of those people. We got our Stockton field last year because one of our linemen was a coach there, a JV coach there.
Right.
This year, I mean, he don't know nobody except this high school.
Yeah, more reason for me to really try to get into coaching. I just, like I said, I want to try to be a position coach. You know, get something. You know, so I can be able to get kids out of the ghetto. That's what I really want to do. Just want to get these kids out of the ghetto, set them up for success, so they can have a better life than what the fuck a lot of people are going to end up doing any damn way.
Well, we gonna be rushing up out of here tonight.
I would hope so.
Saturday night in Redneckville.
Yeah, because I don't want to see nobody in no goddamn pickups or shotguns and shit. Yee-hawing and shit. Talking about get these monkeys out of here. Shit.
No, they gonna be like that white manager on movie 42. Hey, nigger, nigger, nigger.
I can't remember his name though, but that shit was hilarious. Or he can be like those or you know, if we're lucky, he can be like those white guys that we thought was gonna stir them trouble, and they're just like, hey, everybody's rooting for you. Do some good out there. Look, it's California. A man can dream.
These motherfucking conservatives out here is worse than the ones in the South.
Yeah, because at least the ones in the South are honest with racism. And the worst part about it is the black conservatives don't make it much better, because they'll be like they'll when they greet each other, what's going on, monkey? What's going on, redneck? It's like, yeah, they just use racism to greet each other. It's okay, fine, all right.
Black conservatives make me sick.
Why? Why?
Because they fucking hate their own people.
I mean, to be fair, I think black conservatives hate everybody.
No, they hate their own people.
Except
they
for
hate being black.
I was gonna say that mostly black conservatives just hate everybody that's, you know, that's not pale.
And then when they get a taste of the truth, they still don't get it.
Ooh, I know, right? Words of Myron Gaines.
They still don't get it. I seen this one dude on Facebook, on TikTok. I hate his ass.
Why the hell are you watching him?
He even got a white man's chin on a black face.
That's a thing?
Yeah, and he just be talking about black people like animals or something or whatever. Which way do I turn? Or
you going straight? You still going straight?
This motherfucker, I guess somebody asked him to go to a MAGA rally or whatever, and he thought it was gonna be good. Them motherfuckers was dogging the hell out of him.
You talking about Tommy Sotomayor?
Is that him?
I think that's him.
Black dude?
Yeah, real black.
Yeah.
Kind of chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor. Yeah.
Hey, clown the fuck out of here.
He was hella hurt. He was hella hurt by that shit. No, Tita, I am not playing tight end. I'm a quarterback. I'm a quarterback. Well, technically, I'm an empty uniform, but I'm. But yeah, I seen that video. Hilarious.
But the part about it for me was I seen it again maybe because I don't follow him. He talks up on my thing.
You got to hit the not interested button so you ain't got to see it no more.
Yeah. So he popped up like 2 or 3 weeks later, still talking the same shit.
Hey, when you're paid to do a job, you do your job and you do it well.
It's like you did not learn, motherfucker. What is wrong with you? They don't love you.
There's actually an explanation behind that, but again, I don't talk politics on my channel, so I'm not going to talk about it. But there is a reasonable explanation behind it. Doesn't make it right, but there is an explanation. All right, and yeah, so we're going to turn on Ward Avenue, Whiskey Alpha Romeo Delta.
Right?
Right. That would be starboard.
You know you got a blind man driving, right?
Yeah, and it was your decision to drive, which I'm not against. Personally, I hate driving. And I'm tired of it. And I hate that your ass keep making me drive. But here we are. You finally decided, you know what? I'm going to drive today. And I'm just like, you know what? I am not going to question it. Last time I checked, I was your son. Okay, the kid card isn't working, everybody. Back me up here. I was trying to pull that as a exacting a grudge because a few weeks ago when I told him that he needs to cut back on the sugars and salt and I nagged him about it, he was like, I'm your daddy. Who is you? Said, you know, the overbearing son who wants to see his 61-year-old father turn 62. You know.
I still can't see.
You don't need to see. We're not turning anytime soon. We're good, Pop.
How many miles?
2.8.
Before we turn or before we get there?
Before we turn. We still got a long way to go.
Shit. Extra Gatorade for you.
Neat. Let her know that I thank her. I'm still laughing about that Big Mama joke I made the other day. I might actually put that in my stand-up if I ever had the balls to ever go in front of a stage and don't lose my nerve halfway to getting up there.
Oh, I would love to do a stand-up. Only thing is, I never write down my material.
I actually have material written down. I have to actually write down that Baby Mama one because when I actually have it written down and properly and probably have it set up, I'm actually gonna do it for you, so that you can actually, you know, so that when I have it worded right, you can have a laugh. Might even put it on YouTube. Oh snap, we got 10 votes here. I gotta see how these votes. Okay, so the question is what conference does your favorite NFL team in? So far out of 10 votes, we had 4 in the AFC, 2 in the NFC, 3 don't have a favorite NFL team, and 1 doesn't watch football.
There's 10 people on this damn thing right now?
No, that's just 10 people who voted. Right now, it's just only 3. Yeah, I know, I'm struggling. Y'all can laugh at me later. Look, this channel started off with 0 subscribers 2.5 years ago, and now I'm at 1,100. I think I'm pretty happy with myself right now. I mean, obviously I didn't get a milli, but you know, with enough,
Didn't put enough controversial shit on it.
Well, I'm not a big fan of controversy.
Okay, so this is where we're going here.
Yes, sir. We're going to be turning right.
Okay. On the railroad tracks?
No, Dad. We're not going on the railroad tracks.
So
We're going that way. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of controversy unless it's something that I absolutely believe in. I'm not gonna do all that because I mean the shock value has to actually have value, and that has to mean something. And you know, I have to actually make sure I do my due diligence on everything that I talk about on the subject.
Very good.
You know, like I did a video about divorce, right? Because a lot of people keep saying the same thing, and when you look at the statistics, it's true. Like they said that 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women, which when I looked it up, I looked at every source and every avenue that I could find, and yeah, all the roads lead to true. But then I went, but why? And nobody ever talks about the why. In half a mile, we're going to turn right on North Salado Avenue, which, no, it won't be at this light. I don't think so. But yeah, I was like, so I actually had to do research on divorce and why these divorces happen. And they actually make sense. They actually make sense. You think about all the things that go into how a divorce, why the divorce started, the consequences of a divorce, the fallout of a divorce, how it affects the kids, how it affects the family dynamics between the outside parts of the family, you know, moms, dads, and you know, all the people who connect on it. Hear me out here.
None of that
Hear me
shit
out.
matters.
Hear me out here. This is long-winded, so let me cook. All right, it's good. Trust me. So why would somebody go through all of that, especially the financial part, you know, of the divorce, hiring a lawyer, the paying for the court sessions, mediators, moderators, blah blah blah. And so when I looked at the big reasons, it was always they were always valid. And the biggest reason for divorce is lack of commitment.
It all boils down to two things.
Right here.
Okay. Women get bored, and
right
they're
there.
the ones that can get paid from it. Period.
Well, actually, the second biggest reason was infidelity.
Women get bored. Simple as that. That's why women like bad boys. Because the good guys are boring. Women get bored.
Look at this.
Okay.
Oh, so
Simple as that.
I guess you had it right. So my bad.
It's as simple as that. You can come up with all the other stuff, and they're right. They're statistically right. But when you boil it down, even those reasons boil down to women get bored.
I mean, that would justify cheating. Because I mean,
that's why they cheat, because they bored.
I ain't talking about women cheating. I'm talking about guys cheating.
Guys cheating because she picks the bad boy. She didn't pick the good guy. The good guy is a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. Vic West, that is me, OG. What's going on? That's my nephew's dad. What's going on, Big Vic? Up in the building, hanging out with we out here just on our we about to. He said you are too old to be saying let me cook. There is not an age limit on let me cook.
Yes, there is.
Pop, really?
I never said let me cook.
I mean, I be cooking, man. Look, I am the chef up in this
asshole up here. The gate is open, so I can go to the bathroom.
It's not 2:30 yet.
It is.
Yes, it is. My bad. Okay, all right. I'll ask right now. Oh, so it's okay. So it is my nephew and not his dad. Okay, so it is my nephew. That's why he said I'm too old to be saying I can't cook. Man, look, nephew. Let me explain something to you. All right, you still not safe around me, so you don't get to tell me what to say. I don't give a damn if you is 6'10". Hey, baby, what's going on? What's that? Drake. Roger that. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Nice shit, cool. Give me a high five. Don't do no bad shit.
All right.
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Ouch! Snap. Okay. My bad. All right. All right. Gang. All right, look, I'm not going up this steep ass hill, all right?
It's a lot shadier up here than it is down
I mean, you
there.
can walk down that way. Wind feels good right here.
I got wind down here too. I'm old. I got bad knees. I put on my bum shoes today, so I'm not going up that.
Hey, is this gate open? Not yet.
Josh, to be fair, he was my ride, so please don't sit me till halftime.
Yeah, you got 3 hours before the game starts.
Hey, you said 2:30, okay?
Okay, I gotta go find the bathroom.
Yeah, I know, but hey, look, I took your threat seriously, okay?
Okay, take me to
There's
the
also a
bathroom.
Walmart straight down too. They gotta go.
Straight down the street down here.
Why you drove the whole way here.
Throw me in the backfield.
Huh?
Let this man go to the bathroom and stop throwing some bullshit on me.
Coach, what part of the game is that? How you just gonna do me like that? You drove the whole way here. You mean to tell me you can't take yourself to McDonald's?
Blah, 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 blah.
These are legitimate blah blah blahs. I think I've earned my blah 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 today. Y'all see this? This is abuse. This is abuse. That looks like cat food. This is some bull Twinkie, y'all. This is abuse of the adult order, and I think I need compensation. We need to call JG Wentworth.
Just straight down the street so I can get me some French fries while I'm there as well. Before the gate opens.
Okay, careful. Oh shit. All right, careful. Spray the height. Nailed it. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to say it's okay to drive on this unkempt ass road?
Who the hell made this road unkempt? Why didn't they? It's a high school. Why didn't they put fucking concrete down?
It's a rich kid high school at that. I'm willing to bet don't no niggas go here.
Back, we can park over there, right here.
Okay.
Because I have a placard.
That and it's a weekend, so it ain't gonna be no parking enforcement in this hillbilly ass town. See, this is that bull Twinkie I'm telling you. First off, Vic, Dwayne, I'm gonna whip your ass. I'm not old, I'm 38. Okay? I know who your daddy is. I'll kick your ass off of the planet. I hate being an uncle to adults. Because they just think it's okay to just keep running their damn mouth.
Right there too.
We are not going to Starbucks. No.
Normally I would go there because the bathrooms are very clean, but I don't feel like drinking another cup of coffee. I did not know this was that close.
We didn't know what is around here.
Oh my God.
There's a Burger King.
Last time we came here, me and Josh lied to us. He told us to go down that way somewhere, and we went for miles.
Okay, there's Walgreens. Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah, we went for miles looking for some place to go to the bathroom, and it was right.
Is this nigga selling shoes on the side of the street?
Selling boots.
He's selling boots on this motherfucker. Oh, ain't this about a bleep? The goddamn lights went out. Pop the street light. The witch went out.
Mm-hmm.
It was working 1 minute, then they started blinking. All right, since you getting some fries and shit, I got first in the bathroom.
No, I gotta get the fries when I come out. It don't matter. You can get fries first or whatever.
I don't.
Bathroom first or whatever. I don't really care. Just need to go.
I don't eat McDonald's. You think I'm gonna eat McDonald's? I'm gonna go up in here, grab a drink after I get out of the get off of the shitter.
Put the what's it called it in there. Oh, you gotta shit. You gotta wait. I gotta pee.
What you mean you gotta? I gotta wait. My shit still works. Okay. Look, my shit still works. Why I?
It's gonna take you.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to lose the ability to use it.
Put the placard up in the window.
I don't know where it
It's in the
is.
door.
Okay, well you take care of that. I'm taking the bathroom. Bye. No, I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to you, Pop. Okay, let me scout the bathroom out first. Oh, okay. Oh, you know you gotta. Okay. Oh, sorry, you were. Okay. You know what? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna have that. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna just stick to the basics. He said, "You too old to beat me up. I'm living the life, old man. You ain't gonna be running. You ain't gonna be singing that song and dance for too long."
I like the large coffee.
Large coffee.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Are you gonna place the order?
Yeah, I need to use the bathroom too, so I need. But I wanted to order something first.
It's in there. Just let me know and then I'll pass it down for you as well.
Yes, sir.
Your hair's good though.
I like one of these egg
The DoorDash one? Or the next one?
Also, the bathroom. All right. So war's been declared. So it's time to fight it up in this bathroom. So I'm gonna check with you guys before the game starts. So check it out. Kindness is free, and I'm cheap as fuck. Y'all have a good day. And as always, stay mad, my hatters.